name is Simon Hopkins of Hit Energy Services. Using our unique monitoring platform, we keep the nation solar powered. Our engineers were the first to operate an over megawatt site and have worked on some of the largest and complex sites around the UK, totaling into gigawatts of power. And we were the go-to company for commissioning and communication in the infancy of solar PV rollouts. This experience has mirrored to commercial PV systems, and we service over 130 agricultural solar sites in the UK, ensuring these are performing to the best of their ability. We maintain and monitor solar PV for farming groups, agricultural cooperatives, energy companies from 4 kilowatt to 2 megawatt. We carry this out using our unique affordable monitoring platform to ensure systems are performing each hour. This is coupled with our in-house engineers to repair any defects to any plant. In a nutshell, we optimise any solar PV asset. We've won many innovation awards over the years, including online innovation at LAMA and ranked in top 10 tech companies in the Midlands. We'll talk about the monitoring later on. And now for a few questions. Should a fault occur in the DC supply, how long would this go unnoticed and blamed on weather conditions? More importantly, how much would this unnoticed fault cost you? Admittedly, last question was difficult to answer, but it is the big question. From our experience and the data from our monitoring platform, we figure that 1 in 4 solar sites experience a fault that will affect production severely, and this will happen at least once every quarter. Poor installations and systems that are underperforming means farmers and businesses are losing thousands of pounds in lost production every month. But for the majority of people on this call, what are the top issues that affect solar PV performance? As everyone is in no doubt aware, the tariff changes set by the government resulted in many panic installations, with little to no regard for operational maintenance of the installations for the next 20 plus years. The DC side of installation, i.e. the solar panels, in our experience, are the most common issues that affect production. Whether you have a ground or roof mount system, most DC cables are open to elements, and due to typical changes in our wonderful British weather, sub-zero temperatures in the winter, along with intense wind and then intermittent sunshine, of course it will negatively affect the PVC protection on any cables installed. Last August was a very wet summer. We saw many PV sites struggle to produce due to the amount of moisture within the DC and modules of cable supplies. I remember waking up one morning with the platform advising 45 inverters not producing. Many inverters were in fault due to supply cables of the PV modules being in water. This can be 400 to 700 volt DC direct to earth, and depending on the direct earth path from the modules, many would not recover and simply would not produce throughout the day.
Hi, I'm Luke. I'm going to go through with the day-to-day issues we find on your sites, costing you money. The most common issue we find is inverters sat in fault because of insulation resistance issues. The insulation resistance issues are most likely caused either by rodents chewing away at cables either up on the roof, in little voids, in trunking, containment. Other than that, they're on the roof where the connectors of the modules are either sat in the corrugations of your roofs, or from installation, the installers haven't correctly tightened up the compression gland, keeping your connection sealed and sound. Often you'll find in the mornings, when there's dew, moisture in the air, moisture on the modules, or if it's been hammering it down overnight, all you find is in the morning you've got a red flashing light on your inverter. You'll come to it a bit later and it's absolutely fine. This is one of them issues that can go unnoticed. This can be a safety and production issue. These voltages are lethal. Further to insulation resistance issues, inverter faults can occur. For example, relay failures, internal fuses, cooling. These are just some of the things we see on a day-to-day. Commonly we find AC trips to RCDs. These can be caused by generator tests and/or faults on the AC side. A common occurrence is the AC isolators, where they're located outside. The seal around the edges, these can be deteriorated. UV rays can start to crack the plastic if they're made of that material, and often you end up with a high resistance joint and melts the isolator inside. These issues I've just mentioned have all been picked up on our award-winning monitoring platform. You may have received correspondence from your local DNO telling you you might need some G59 upgrades. We can carry out the G59 setting upgrades for you, and these could help the feed-in generation from your plant. A further production gain could be help with cleaning of the modules. We do see on some sites they are heavily soiled. Bird feces and lichen can cause hotspots on the modules, causing unnecessary inefficiencies in your modules.
Good afternoon everyone, welcome to the new world of virtual shows. Hopefully this won't be the new normal, and next year we will be discussing solar in the bar over a very large gin and tonic. Having recently joined the HIT team as Business Development Manager, I think I can safely say that the world of solar is a very exciting place. Coming from a commercial motor background, it's been a huge learning curve for me, but then I guess it was for you all when you first ventured into it yourselves. As a team, we deal with everything from the initial health check and guard fitting to hourly monitoring, right through to making sure your system is working correctly. And when the guard identifies a problem, we will repair it quickly and efficiently to ensure minimum loss of income. The most common thing I hear is, well, the light's on, so I think it's working fine. Yes, the light means it's on, but is it really working for you? Maybe yes, but more often than not, no. Let's not waste that precious big yellow thing in the sky. Let's use it to our benefit and keep the nation solar powered.